Hello, please introduce yourself and the organization that you're representing here today.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for giving me and us this opportunity to talk. My name is Sveinung Loekken. I work for the European Space Agency and in particular in the Directorate of Earth Observation Programs in the Department of Science and Applications. And the European Space Agency has been around for 50 years this year. You can see I'm wearing one of these. We are active in all the areas of space, all the topical areas of space. The one I'm most interested in is Earth observation, of course, because that is where I work, and that is why I'm here. Because we have entered into a partnership. It's called the Africa-EU Space Partnership Program, which is at the highest level a partnership between the European Commission and the African Union Commission, where as implementing partners you find the AEOC and also AFSA, the African Space Agency, and ESA working together. That's why we are here. There are three pillars in this program. Two of them are very interested to this particular meeting. Yeah. First is institutional collaboration, and the second is the private sector.
What would you say is the importance of the Africa-EU cooperation?
That is a very good question. I think the importance, in one sentence, the importance of the AESPP is the possibility to realize the potential of space on the challenges and opportunities that both continents face. Okay, here we are in Africa, so let's talk about the African continent. The challenges and the opportunities that are present here. There's a huge potential in space technologies and in Earth observation in particular when it comes to addressing these challenges, but also the opportunities around them. And this is the real potential and the real value, I think, of the AESPP. There is one other point, though, is that there are many collaborations, even on space, between Europe and Africa, but also other organizations, other continents in Africa, on space. I think something that is rather unique at the AESPP is that it's not fragmented. There is an overall idea and there is a strategy that reflects essentially the thinking both of the African Union Commission and the European Union. Yeah. That gives you a context that is larger and consequently an impact that's probably is potentially higher than a fragmented set of partnerships which are now in existence.
Okay, so you mentioned the AESPP. Has there been an impact of the program so far?
Yeah, that is, so the program has not really, it has started in 2025, but the initiatives and the actions that are being taken in the three pillars of the AESPP haven't started yet. Or some of it had started. For example, my colleagues and I are here these days because some of these have started, in particular in the context of the AEOC. But a big part of the activities on this program are starting in the first quarter or towards the end of the first quarter in 2026, and after that we will see, we will start hopefully seeing impact. Yeah. Would you like to know what that impact would be?
Maybe I will find you in 5 years and ask you what
I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Because, but if you want to know about and I want to talk about it, actually, the expected impacts or the projected impacts of this program, I think you will find them in three categories. One is associated with the collaboration on the public levels, on institutional collaboration between ESA between Europe and the African space sectors. Just an observation, I think there are 18 or 20 national space programs in 20 different countries in Africa now.
Yeah.
I think that I can't remember the number, but 67 of how many nations, but 67 satellites have been launched, etc. There's a lot going on, both in the private sector and in the public sector. So obviously, and then obviously on the public sector, you have the African Space Agency, which is now taking on the coordination of the continental ambition in space in Africa, and that means that to learn how to collaborate, to get the capacity building right, to make sure that all the pieces are in place so that we can have institutional relations. on a continental level among our two continents that have natural partnerships is something that will have significant impact, I think.
All right.
The second is on the private sector. We've seen fermentation and a lot going on down here, and there's so many opportunities that haven't been really addressed yet, and to prepare those and to have a coherent set of actions and activities that makes it possible to grow that, which is never easy on any continent. Is something that also will have a huge impact, I think.
All right. So let me bring you back closer to the Africa Earth Observation Challenge. What has stood out for you, or what has inspired you about the 2025
So
challenge?
It's been a wonderful 2 days. It's been a wonderful 2 days, really, and for us, it was the first time, at least for me, that I was exposed to sort of this group of young people, enthusiastic young people that are correspond to. They are part of what is the startup community and the budding private sector, space sector in Africa, and it's been a uniquely positive experience. It really has. We've seen extraordinarily well prepared people, so very much with all the skills that are required to start something and to build it and then to run it. We have seen a huge sensibility for the policy areas, for the application areas, for the potential impacts that can be had. And we have seen realism and professionalism in what is proposed, how they are proposing things should be managed, how it should be funded, how it should be, and with a unique ability, not unique, but it's a necessary ability to recognize where the opportunities are and where the pitfalls and the challenges are. So this has been uniquely, really, really, really positive. And to put it in one phrase, I think just to see the sort of the hope, intelligent hope, because there's realism in all of this.
Yeah.
The intelligent hope in the eyes of these young people that have good ideas and that worked so hard has been a huge inspiration for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's happened for me essentially this, and together with the impact as well, it makes me determined to go back and work very hard on the AESPP, because I think I can see now, I can see the importance of it just in what we have been exposed to, what we have been exposed to in the contestants in the AEOC.